It's exporting here on the iPad, and then something pop. That was my genuine response to what I'm going to show you in this video. What if you could start a song, start recording, writing a song on your tablet in a hotel room, get great tones, plug your guitar in, have some amps available to you, do a lot of production work there, and then what if that would just open automatically on your studio computer when you got back home? It's possible. The future is now. Here's what I'm using in this video. First, this cute little fella. This is the Fender Link IO. Very simple audio interface that works with an iPad. So this side is for my guitar or bass. This side is a USB-C connection going to the iPad, and then a headphone connector, eighth-inch connector going to my headphones. And then on the side, there's a pad control if you got a really hot output on your guitar. And then there is a blend control there for blending between the direct signal going in and the signal coming back. I had my blend all the way up. I just monitored through the software the whole time. Anyway, all I had was this, a USB cable to my iPad, headphone cable to my headphones, guitar cable to my guitar. And then I made a song. And then you'll see how it went from here into my main Studio Pro rig effortlessly. So for this video, first you're going to watch me put the song together on the iPad. Maybe you've never seen that before. It's a surprise. I was so pleasantly surprised by how functional and useful this thing was. And then you'll see me switch it over. It's a blast. Enjoy the ride. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. I've got Fender Studio open on my iPad. I've got Fender Studio Pro open on my computer, which is a Mac Studio. They're both on the same network. Now check this out. I come up to this menu on the top right. I choose Export Session. File name, let's just call this Sick Jam, bro. And then check this out. The action, it says we can either share a file or transmit. That's what we want. And then check it out. My Mac Studio, which is my studio computer, Studio Pro shows up here. Check out what happens when I press export. It's exporting here on the iPad, and then something pop. It just opened on my computer. I know that seems like I'm having a fake response. That literally is the first time I've tried this, and it just worked. Okay, so let's dive into it. Clearly, I've got my bass, my guitar, and another guitar. What if I open up the mixer, F3? Hold up here. Hold up. It pulled up the Mustang native. It actually called it Guitar Effects. By the way, if you didn't know, you can rename your plugins. So like this one, if I wanted to call this, where's the menu? There it is. Hooray! I could, and that plugin is now just so you know. So this says Guitar Effects, which is what it was called in the app on my iPad. But when I open it up, it's just opening up Mustang Native. Check it out. It just opened up Mustang Native. Let me just hit play. Does it sound like the song? It even knew. even has the drum metronome turned on, which I didn't have turned on. And actually, I used it on a different session in Studio Pro with a different drum loop, but it even brought that in. If we check out our metronome setup, yeah, it brought in that indie rock kit and is playing along with me. So if I wanted to keep that, by the way, you could just hit render drums as an instrument. It'll create an actual drum loop that we could then manipulate and change if we want to. But now the drums are here, right? And we could turn the click off and just have that drum kit there. That is so stinking cool. I mean, come on. Can you, I'm not trying to overly simplify the point, but for me, even though I've got an iPad Pro that's super powerful, I mostly just use it for typing things and playing games, but I've never honestly considered doing music production on a device like this, mainly because A, I didn't know how to get like guitar into it. B, there wasn't really a tool that sounded very good. And C, if I found something cool, the only option was to maybe, I guess, export a loop of that, just the mix down, and then go try to recreate it in the DAW. It was just too much work. I never even gave it much thought. But now I could take, like I've got a couple trips coming up. I could take just the iPad. I want to bring a guitar with me. And then I just need to bring something like the Link IO to plug my guitar and headphones in. So I need headphones, guitar, this iPad cable, and I could build up songs and try songwriting ideas. And I could just leave them on the iPad if there's nothing there that like really excites me. But when I get one that says I need to produce this, open it up, just hit the button when I get back home, connect to the network, open it up, and I'm off to the races. And so this, of course, this demo only had 3 tracks and a drum loop. We could do more. We could build out a whole thing. That is fascinating. And if we wanted to reamp this and change the amp tones later, we've got, like I've shown in other videos, we've just got the recording. It's just a direct guitar. That's just a dry Stratocaster. So I could change the amp here. We could reamp that guitar through my deluxe reverb or through the Tone Master Pro or any other combination of things like I've talked about in other videos. But now we're able to create something on this device and then finish it on our main system. That is wild to me. What a time to be alive. When they told me this was the plan, I thought, super cool. I couldn't imagine it actually working, and because my brain was too small for it. But you just saw it here. I hit the button and it just showed up in Studio Pro. That is unreal. So if you have not checked this out and it intrigues you even a little bit, I was legit blown away by this. I think you should check it out as well. My name is Joe Gilder. I'm easily impressed, but this actually was really impressive. Thanks for watching. See ya.